Hey guys, Warchild V1 here with some Stanley Parable. I don't know what the hell Stanley Parable is at all. I was asked to play this game by a few guys in one of my streams, and I figured I'm going to look into it. We'll see what we got. So I have no clue what I'm getting into here. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
What?
how long to push them, and in what order.
Seriously?
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
What the
Stanley was happy.
What?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
What could it be?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh, I can
No
tell
one
him.
had showed up to give
Press
him
Q.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
This is me. Okay. So this is weird. Hey, I can shut doors.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In
Can't open
here
the
I can
door.
be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Dude,
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Shut up. Let me
Soon,
out.
Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What the fuck just happened? I am highly confused.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers,
Hey.
Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What are you doing on this computer? What's that say? I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. I hope they backed up their computer. It wasn't me. I did not turn it off. It wasn't me. You're gonna have to blame someone else, not Stanley. What are you doing? Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't touch other people's computers. What's that? Awaiting input. Should I do it again? Oh. That's the only input it let me do. Username access. I didn't push it.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why did the door shut? Who's closing these damn doors? He entered the door on the left. Pfft. How do you know what I did? Okay, I'll listen to you. I have no idea what's going on. Oh my god. Bright light. Hey! Found it!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting with the whiteboard manager. There's a manager for the whiteboard. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Standalone graphs are not cost efficient. The hell is this place? What do they do here? Work harder, hard worker. Bi-quarterly post-review review. They do reviews of reviews? What the fuck is this place? I didn't do that. Hey, you think Chris is in there? Supposed to get him out of the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I want some duct tape or a monkey wrench?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you still talking to me, dude? I'm busy. Leave me alone. What are in these bins? The hell is that thing?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What the fuck is he? The narrator's like...
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
The narrator's like really talking to me.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
I mean,
it didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah, but what if...
I would have thought to mention it.
But what if Chris was in the broom closet? Whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't like the narrator anymore. You know what? I'm gonna go upstairs because I choose to, not because you told me to. Ooh, valves. Hey, get it, valve. I need to go talk to my boss anyways. I want to use the executive bathroom. Who's closing these damn doors behind me? Where's the receptionist? I need to talk to my boss. What a nice office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumb. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What the fuck is going on? What if he didn't step into the passageway, huh? What if he didn't? Then what? There's a camera. There's a camera watching me. I want to play the piano instead, huh? Nothing smart ass to say anymore, huh? Okay. I wish I could climb. Alright. There's really nowhere else to go besides down. Let's do it. What the fuck is this game? What the hell is going on? I have no idea what's going on right now.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. What? Fucking elevator just broke. Surprise, surprise. What the hell's going on? What is this shit? I'm gonna quit listening to this guy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What if... Yeah, no he didn't.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I think you're lying.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I think you're lying to me.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. I think you're making shit up. I may have just killed myself. What?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh,
he doesn't
shit.
know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
bet you I
Perhaps his
could
death
duck.
was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this
Shit.
violent end
How do you
to his
jump?
brief and shallow life.
Shit.
Stanley,
I don't want to die. I'll duck. Well,
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
what? a different narrator. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? What? Hey, it's my computer. I can go back to work now. Where did I have the choice of 2 rooms so I know which way to go? Right there. That's where I had the choice. That's where I had the freaking choice. The 2 doors. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. The office. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? The credits? Office computers. What's this way? I'm so lost right now. Copy machines back here. What the fuck? Huh? Oh my god. What the fuck is this shit? Narrator emails. What the fuck is going on? What is this? Three, two, one, and it started over. Cargo lift. Can what? Vents. What the? What do I do? Hey, there's my office. Game design mock-up. I'm so freaking confused. Ooh, a cage. Do I want to push it? I like buttons. Exit, yes.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I can't see shit.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
What the fuck? I mean, I understand she wanted me to quit the game, but... Do I have to quit now? Escape? I'm so confused. We'll, for real. This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck the door on my left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Maybe I didn't.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What the fuck? There's a penalty for jumping off of the cargo lift. Alright, I guess that's where I gotta go. Cargo lift. Let's do it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
Yeah.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
What the fuck? Who's she? Why is that room dark?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then...
What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
No.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Hi, wifey.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Really? Good morning. What if I don't want to press 2 on my keyboard? I don't want to. Press anything else but 2. Alright, I'll press it.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What the fuck am I doing? I don't want to press G.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I don't want to press X? Oh, well, it doesn't do anything if I press other keys. What if I press 2?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
So it was all
The
in his
thought
head?
excited him terribly.
Dude, I don't want to do what you want me to do.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I hate you.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What the fuck is going on?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Surely I'm gonna kill the stupid narrator. I don't want to tell the mannequin I love it. I don't want to. But if I don't, then I'm just stuck here doing nothing. This is bullshit.
But there is no answer.
Good.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't want to press 8 and go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That
Fuck
in
off.
this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna go crazy. This game. What the fuck is this game?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Whatever.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose.
Let me out of here.
Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Let me out of here.
To convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Fuck off.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? What the fuck? Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end this video right here. We'll continue off on this game here shortly. I'm kind of intrigued, but I don't know what's going on. So thanks for watching, and I don't want to keep pushing buttons. I really don't. I just don't want to push any more buttons. I don't like buttons anymore.